and work days. Like, some actors are so sensitive. They're just like, tell me about it.
Yeah.
All right, we were just talking about something and we picked
Hello
up
there,
everything.
and we're at Heavy Duty.
Heavy Duty. Mike Franz
All right,
here.
The Christmas special.
In my
Edgar
opinion,
and
this
Boylan.
is the best one from the second season.
This is, and we actually filmed this after the summer. Most of our episodes were filmed in the summer.
We actually
This
filmed this
one
shortly before Christmas.
Yeah, this was shortly before.
Yeah,
Christmas.
we filmed this December
Starring Nick
17th.
McKean.
December 17th until the day before Christmas Eve. We
Yeah.
filmed this.
Yeah.
And we got it out just in
It's
time.
the first episode featuring Nick McKean.
Yeah, Nick McKean was in this.
This was a good opening.
Now, originally, this wasn't going to be the opening because we had
you
something
had us take
else.
some random shots of us.
Yeah,
Do you still have those?
yeah, one of the cover photos on
Yeah.
Facebook has
The
Dan
final
holding
photos.
Mike, and that was supposed to be an opening, but
Oh my God.
I
You
decided to use
some
the
of
eldest
those. You should use
instead.
some of those shots for the season 3 opening.
Probably, I don't know.
Like at least the one.
Now, this was hard to do because I had to recreate my old house at Marlton when I'm sitting there. I had to take the chair and move it into the other room, and that was hard to do. It doesn't look like the house at Marlton, but, you know, I
I
tried my
couldn't tell the
best.
difference.
Yeah.
You really couldn't tell the
I
difference?
forgot you moved at that point.
Yeah, that was hard to do.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell the difference here. I like how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is playing in the background. If I live to be 100, I'll never forget the snowstorm.
Yeah, this was a long and hard project to do. This might be, I think, the hardest episode we've ever done.
But it was at the same time the best.
It was.
Yeah, it was the best because this was the first time we weren't being repetitive, and I had to get the character. See, here's the thing: if you hadn't noticed this episode and part 2 aired halfway through the season, so I had to find a way to get the characters out of the bedroom and out of the house because we lost the house at this point. So this was a hard thing to do.
Oh,
That's exactly the same thing that made it good. It's because that we weren't just sitting in a bedroom,
Yeah, we did a
sitting
lot.
on a chair.
I wasn't just barking out orders.
I mean, you were, but not as often. And Elaine is in more of this.
We discover my character has a drinking problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this was the first time all 4 of us were on set at the same time. That never happened before.
It was.
Including Elena. All of us were on set.
That was fun.
However, Mike was not on the set with Nick McKean.
I was not, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no,
Mike-
it was just Andrew, Dan, and Nick McKean.
Yeah, Mike was, that's my aunt's house. That's where most of the films have been shot. I love that transition when he
Right
says
here is
Allentown.
actually outside of, this is near the McKean residence.
Yeah, Nick McKean's house is like right there.
At this point, Nick is on camera, being assistant cameraman.
Yeah.
As you've seen from the bloopers, it took quite a lot of time to get this done.
Yeah, it did. Now here's the deal. I've done this a couple of times during season 2. Holding the camera in a car while it's moving is so complicated to do. And plus it's really hard because you have to look out for reflections. You don't want to see the camera.
And I just noticed...
And trying to keep it straight.
I noticed this both times. Both when we were doing the end of the season 2 and this one. Even though I'm only doing 20, 25 miles an hour, it looks like I'm going a lot faster through the camera's eyes.
Yeah.
You can see cars zipping by you though.
Yeah, I know. It looks like you're going much faster than you really are. And watching from a camera, you don't realize how fast 20, 25 miles an hour is.
And this isn't how sitcoms do their thing. You know, what they do is they have green screens and stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't shoot that in front of a live audience. But we never shoot in front of a live audience anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're actually driving.
Now, this was filmed right down the road from Nick's house, right where the playground is. We're supposed to be on
We're
this.
in Allentown.
Yeah, we really weren't, by the way, just to let you guys know. We didn't
I
shoot
do not
this in
have that-
Allentown.
I do not have that phone anymore.
You don't have that phone anymore?
Yeah, the thing with Allentown was Andrew was asking me at DeSales about like a place to like where could Elena's house be, and like I'm starved from exams and whatnot, so I said, yeah, how about Allentown?
Also, just as a heads up, that was not my real AAA account number.
Yeah, we just made a
I
blast
just
up.
made numbers up on the spot.
Why would you use your real AAA account number?
Now, I remember day 1 when we started filming this scene, it started to rain, and I was so pissed about that because we
Started drizzling.
Yeah, it started drizzling, and we couldn't get the camera wet, and it was hard to do. And
I still love the one blooper where you're talking when you get behind the car to push it, and then just from behind you just see the train.
oh yeah, the
start
train
coming.
that happened a couple of times, but
And
it
there
was
a
so.
plane and a helicopter.
And I remember the biggest fear that Nick McKean had wasn't the train, it was the birds, because the birds in the background wouldn't stop chirping. He said,
Yes.
well, can you get rid of the birds chirping? I said, no, but the train, we have to get rid of that. And he goes, I don't see the difference.
In the episode, you can't really hear the birds.
Yeah, you really can't, but the train was a big problem. We had to get rid of that. I'm wearing my senior's Christmas shirt there. I did that on purpose. That wasn't an accident.
And the emotion that I have here is actually slightly reflected on my car having prior broken down, maybe a good 2 weeks before this actually filmed. My starter died, and I was literally left in this kind of situation. I was in Philly, but it was at Nick's college, and that's basically what they told me on the phone. Well, it's going to take about an hour for someone to get there. I was just kind of like, well, I need to be home now, so an hour does not help me. Right here.
Yeah, the train just passed.
Barreling by.
It just passed, so we're doing a good take here. And by the way, I really am trying to push the car. I'm not acting there. I'm really trying to push it.
Well, yeah, you can't push a car that's in the park. He won't tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
You flip it to neutral.
The car wasn't really broken down, people. It was just turned off.
My car really doesn't make that noise sometimes.
Now there's something about this that I wish I had gotten on film looking back at it now, but I didn't. And I'm quite glad I didn't.
What?
But I wish I had. Remember when we were walking, when it was the shot when you're walking into the bar and this old guy came up to us?
Oh, yeah.
That, oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. We were shooting the scene.
I'm sorry, before you continue.
Yeah.
I just want to say right now, I want to give credit. I did not come up with this joke.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I heard it from Mr. Matthew Hoover.
Yeah, Matt Hoover. Yeah, and this doesn't make sense because my car is right behind Dan and we're supposed to be deserted, which is a bad idea.
I was not able to tell that. You can't actually see it.
Yeah, that was... And I'm also smirking a little bit in here. I'm trying my best to hold it in, but we had so many... Yeah, right there, I'm trying to hold it in. So anyway, the shot where Dan...
where we're walking into the bar. As we are leaving that, this old man comes up to us. And at first, we all think we're getting in trouble. Like, this guy didn't like us shooting around his house or where he lived or whatever. So he was gonna come over and say something to us. Like, get out, don't use that, whatever. It was right at this seat here.
Yeah, right at that parking lot, right there.
And it was right after I crossed the street. I came back over, we got the shot, and we're getting in the car. And this guy comes up to us, telling us about shooting and stuff, and we're just saying oh no, it's just something we're doing. And just as an added measure, we say that it's for a school project. But this guy actually wants us to make a documentary about the past 6 years of his life.
And this guy had been into drugs. He's been followed by the police. He's been arrested. This guy, it was something like that.
No, he said he got put on Craigslist or something, and 2 people tried to show up at his apartment and murder him.
Yeah, and he looked like he was in his late 50s or something. He scared the crap out of me because I tried closing my door and his hand was stopping the door.
His hand was just right on top of the door.
Yeah, and it scared me half to death because he was right there in front of me, and Dan was driving the car, and he asked us a question, and this conversation went on for 2 minutes. I slammed the door in his face while he was talking. I said, "Dan, press the gas now." And he zoomed in the car, we just left.
We're not interested.
And I was scared to death to do that.
It was funny.
And thank God we didn't tell him anything about the show. We didn't tell him who we were, where this was going to go, or anything. But that really scared me. I was scared to death.
Right there.
Yeah, this was filmed in the basement at my aunt's house where we did the rest of the Holiday Chaos. It doesn't look like a public bar, but we tried. We couldn't film in a real bar, so we got this instead.
That's not actually alcohol I was consuming. It's iced tea.
Yeah, and by the way, that's not real Christmas. There was no Christmas music playing in the background. If you can hear it, that was added in post. All the John Lennon Christmas music and Barry Manilow. Is Nick McKean coming back next season? He's going to do various characters or something?
He will if you want him to.
Yeah, I think we should have him back or something.
That would really be good. I really enjoyed his cameo.
He's working.
Oh, Mike, I forgot you were here.
He's
You haven't
working.
been saying anything
I
lately.
I know. I'm stepping back.
He's-
After the last couple of commentaries, I
He's
realized-
working now,
Yeah.
so he gets done usually at 4, which is a lot of times it's inconvenient considering that's when I need to start being in work.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
It's kind of a
But
paradox.
it's the beginning of the summer right now. So
Yeah, we'll see.
and we just started shooting the new
And then once we
season,
get
so-
weekend stuff, and we have Julianne and stuff working too,
Yeah,
it'll be a
so
lot easier. The glass is empty.
Your glass is empty.
my glass is empty.
I love this scene right here. This one took a couple takes too.
Oh gosh, is it?
Oh yeah, this.
Oh,
scene.
this-
I like the editing here too. The cut to just my hand up close.
Now, originally, if you've seen the bloopers, we were going to have it all in one shot, but I couldn't keep a straight face. I couldn't take it. And then, Dan, you said something like from Pulp Fiction or something.
What's Fonzie like?
Yeah, what's Fonzie like, Yolanda?
What's Fonzie like?
We
That's
just
right,
couldn't.
Fonzie's cool.
We couldn't use it. We just couldn't.
I wanted to use it.
I didn't want to do it. It felt like I was ripping off Tarantino's brilliant work. I didn't want to do that.
I got this.
I got this.
Couple.
Shh.
Right here is what I wanted to say. Just a couple of Fonzies. What's Fonzie like?
Yeah,
Fonzie's cool.
I couldn't put it in.
Where did you guys film? That whole area, was that around Nick's house?
Yeah, it was
as
just
well?
down the street from his house.
It was right down the street.
He lives near a train station though.
No. The train tracks just run behind my house and his house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this wasn't too far from my house, where I live now, so that by the way, that gas tank is from my car.
Yeah, because my car doesn't do that.
Yeah. Now this was all improvised. This wasn't staged at all because as soon as we leave, I pretend to lock the car and I shout out beep beep. It was just something I made up.
I like seeing some of the things I did before, like the thing where I'll do with the glasses right here. It's like stands for enough.
I think this must be the best part of the episode because this is just like you two going on a road trip, and it's just like not something we've seen before on the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
because
It takes it out of the regular heavy duty element.
Yeah, because this was so hard to do. Because this episode had so much into it, I remember saying to myself, should I split this into just one episode, or should I save half of it and do some of it next year if we come back for another season? I said, what, screw it, I'll just make it like a 24-minute episode, and I'll split it into 2 separate episodes.
And that's the thing, too. Right here's what you're talking about.
Yeah, beep, beep. This was
Oh, wait a second.
Here forever.
See, no one said anything, but, and I don't think anyone would actually realize it, but there's the back of my car right there to the right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But no one realized it. But, then again, not every red car is my car.
True.
And this is when we filmed the part 2 of on the set of Heavy Duty when I slipped and started bleeding, and that hurts so bad.
Something else I noticed. We say the address is 1300.
Yeah, we say it's 1300, and it's really
And it's really
30.
close.
Yeah,
It's close.
we are. We'll just say like some of the numbers got taken down or
It
something.
doesn't matter. The episode's aired and whatever. And
Yeah.
all questions that were raised about it were raised.
Every episode we print out, someone has something like, "Oh, you did this wrong. You did this wrong," and obviously, yeah,
I think you're always going to have that, unfortunately.
because we don't have a budget for this
I remember
show, really.
we had to do the shot a couple times, and I remember your cousin Gemma coming out and saying, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh yeah,
Well,
Gemma
Gemma
was
was
doing
like,
what we
someone's
were
going to
doing.
call the
That's
cops
right.
if you keep screaming like that.
Yeah, because I kept screaming. It was still funny, though.
It was. Two
I-
girls walking
Oh,
the
God.
bar.
Oh, God. I was laughing at this one, too, the joke about the whale. So that's why you kept cutting to Dan instead of
That's why
me.
he only
You know,
cuts.
Mike, I don't know if you noticed this, but every time we cut back to you, the camera is going up and up and up very slowly on the tripod because the tripod I have is just a piece of crap. I've had it for like almost a decade. All right, this is the end of part 1. We're glad that we could talk about it, and we'll see you guys in part 2.
See you
This
guys
is
in part
the
two.
part where you got hurt.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You still think that's funny? It's not funny.
I'm
really
sorry.
I
thought
was
it
in
funny.
pain laying down. I was in so much pain laying down because my leg was killing me.
But my character thought it was really funny, so I had to think it was really funny.
Wait for a good
All
shot.
right, we'll see you guys in part 2.
See ya.
Bye.